A shy boy, whom the most attractive girls in school accidentally fall in love with him, and are ready to do anything just to have him, so I suggest you stay with me until the end of the video. Hello guys, welcome to the Animo Time channel. For today's video, I am going to recap a harem anime but well made and attractive called Cupid's Chocolates. So before we start, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. The story is about a normal and shy boy named Howie, who is 19 years old. Howie is one of the schoolboys who is not particularly interested in girls. But luckily for Howie, which is always the best opportunity are for such boys, the most beautiful girl in school named Shaw comes to Howie and tearfully tells him that I am happy that I am pregnant by you. But Howie says I don't know you at all. Howie's classmates get angry with jealousy and talk to him. Howie runs away and accidentally goes to the women's bathroom to hide when suddenly the most beautiful athlete girl named Tang comes to him and sadly tells him that I found out about you and Shaw and you broke my heart. Here we also find out that this beautiful girl is also in love with Howie. But Howie is still shocked because he doesn't know this girl at all. When they walk into the school corridor, suddenly a third girl named Lynn comes and hugs Howie. She tells Howie that your kids are home alone and we miss you so much. But Howie is completely shocked because he doesn't know any of these girls. He runs away and goes to the roof but everyone corners him. When he sees no other option, he jumps from the roof but when he is about to die, a girl named May, who is actually a Cupid, appears and saves Howie's life. She tells Howie what happened. It turns out that a few days ago, Howie eats a chocolate cake. But that chocolate cake has a strange power that makes everyone who ate that cake start to see false memories about Howie that didn't even happen. May says that the only way to break this curse is to fulfill the deepest desires of these girls. In this way, their false memories will be erased. Howie starts with Shaw first. Shaw thinks that Howie is dead, so she's very sad about it. But when Howie comes to her and she sees that he is alive, she gets happy. These two go to the hospital to take a pregnancy test. Fortunately, pregnancy test is negative. Howie is very happy about this, but Shaw tells him that I'm sorry I didn't get pregnant. I'll try my best to get pregnant with you next time. Howie is shocked by this and doesn't know what to do. These two go home, and Howie finds out that Shaw lives alone in a big mansion most of the time. Howie gets very angry about this. He calls Shaw's father and says that wherever you are, you should come home because I got your daughter pregnant. Shaw's father comes with his bodyguards, but Howie isn't afraid at all and bravely says that your daughter doesn't just need money, she doesn't want to be alone. Shaw cries from happiness when she sees Howie's words and courage, and her father promises to be with his daughter again. With this, Shaw's deepest desire fulfill and her false memories about Howie disappear. The next day comes and we see Shaw coming towards Howie, and suggesting that they go on a date together. Howie is shocked again, because he thought that the false feeling between them should have been cleared. But just then, May tells him that Shaw's real memories will not be erased. That's why when she saw how you bravely stood in front of her father, she fell in love with you and truly loves you. Howie finally agrees to Shaw's proposal to have a date. Just when Howie thinks everything has calmed down, suddenly a girl named Ouyang, who is Howie's childhood friend, comes and it turns out that she has always had feelings for Howie, and this has nothing to do with eating chocolate cake. She kisses Howie in front of everyone to show Shaw that Howie is hers. Howie is just a lucky mother lover. Shocked by this, Shaw asks Howie if we are still going on a date, and Howie says yes. When Howie goes up the stairs, Tang suddenly slaps him hard, and says I know about your relationship with Shaw and we should break up. Just then May appears. Howie asks if breaking up the girls will solve the problem. She says that you don't know anything about women. When a girl says this, she is just warning you. She is really telling the truth. When a girl says no, she means yes, or maybe she really means no. No one really knows but herself. Howie and Shaw's date is coming. These two go on a date together and enjoy their day. They go to a convention and are surprised to see Tang performing in a cosplay costume. When Tang sees that Howie and Shaw have seen her, Tang tells them that you shouldn't tell anyone. It's also revealed that Tang wishes to win this competition, but to participate in the competition, each group must have 3 members. Shaw says we will help you. But Howie doesn't like having to wear girls' clothes at all. But he has no choice and must agree. When Tang wants to change her clothes, she notices someone have ruined her clothes, and she can't participate in the competition. She gets upset and leaves the room. Howie goes on stage and gives a heartfelt speech. At that moment, Tang falls to the ground from the upper parts, and with this epic entry, a unique show is unintentionally performed, which makes them win the match. Shaw is upset about the romantic moment that Howie and Tang have, but she doesn't say anything. For one night, Howie breaks free and wonders how he can make Tang reach her deepest desire. He decides to study. As before, he always got the highest grade in the class. Howie goes to Tang and says let's make a bet. He says that whoever gets the highest score in the upcoming exams, whatever the winner says, the opponent must do. Howie starts studying and devotes all his time to studying, which is why Shaw and Tang feel lonely, because they like to spend time with Howie. The grades are announced, and Howie gets the highest grade in the entire school. And now that Howie has won the competition, Tang has to do whatever Howie says. Howie tells her that you have to wear your cosplay outfit to school for a week. Howie did this because he thinks that this will show Tang's true personality, and she will get her deepest desire. Howie's idea works and the curse is lifted. While Howie is happy about his success, the third daughter who had 2 children from Howie comes, and the children hug their father. Howie has to think about this problem, so he goes to Lynn's house. It turns out that Lynn's mother also has fake memories and is very angry with Howie. This family eats dinner together, and after dinner, Lynn wears beautiful clothes to charm Howie. But before they can do anything, Shaw calls and makes a date for Sunday, which Howie accepts. But a few moments later, Lynn also makes a date for Sunday to go out with her husband and their children. Surprisingly, Howie agrees and sets both dates for Sunday. The day of the dates is coming, and Howie has a plan to make it to both dates. He first spends time with Lynn and the children and then leaves them and goes to Shaw. Howie and Shaw having beautiful moments that we are sorry to show. Howie leaves her, and May reappears when he's in the bathroom. Howie asks her why the prettiest girl in school likes me. May says again that Shaw's feelings for you have nothing to do with chocolate cake, and that she really loves you. Howie goes back to Lynn and they spend the afternoon together. Howie finds out that Lynn has daddy issues. He goes looking for Lynn's problem to find out what's going on, and when he talks to Lynn's old school teacher, he learns that her father abandoned her when she was a child. Howie searches for Lynn's father with the help of his brother and manages to get some numbers, that one of them which may be Lynn's father. He calls the numbers, and finally, it turns out that the last number is the Lynn's father. Lynn's father is a successful businessman who is very rich. Howie talks to him and blames him for leaving his family, but it turns out that he isn't Lynn's real father, and he was only with his mother for a while. Howie is stuck and doesn't know what to do. He goes to Lynn's mother and asks her about Lynn's father, but she doesn't tell him anything. But one of the neighbors, an old woman, tells him that I have the answer to your question. She tells Howie that Lynn's father was a police officer who died shortly after the marriage. Lynn's mother is also forced to be with that man because she doesn't have anyone, but after a while they have to separate due to their differences. After hearing the truth, Howie gets very angry because there is nothing he can do. He calls Lynn's stepfather again to convince him to return to his family, but his attempt is useless. Howie goes to Lynn and they decide to go out together. But suddenly a terrible accident happens and Lynn is taken to the hospital. Lynn's stepfather finds out about the accident and takes himself to the hospital, where it turns out that the injured person is Howie. He risked his life to save Lynn. Lynn sees his stepfather again and the two hug each other. And this is how her deepest desire is fulfilled. In the next scene, we see Howie saying goodbye to the children in his dream, and when he wakes up, Lynn is next to him. At this moment, Howie finally manages to fulfill the deepest desire of the first 3 girls, but there are 3 other girls who have also eaten that strange cake. And this is where the first season of the series ends. If you want to have the second season, write in the comments. Thank you for being with me until the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, which is a great support for me.